Hopefully you've been staying safe because of COVID-19 and the quarantine wherever you are. When everything kind of starts to going back to normal, whatever that looks like, there's going to be such a high demand for mental health services. I mean, currently right now, a lot of people are just struggling with loneliness, struggling with just making ends meet because with unemployment and benefits not getting here soon enough, being away from family, from their own kids sometimes, being overworked or having no work at all. It's just very, very challenging times. And already we're seeing a huge spike in mental health services. I mean, even before all of this, people were struggling just to find therapists or finding ways to afford it. So now it's even worse. So I want to give you a couple of resources for counseling services when you don't have a lot of resources yourself. The first one a lot of people don't think about, and of course it's going to be once things open up again, but it's college and university centers. A lot of times with grad students, they have to do a certain amount of hours in order to graduate. So you can actually receive free or very low cost, but it's usually free counseling from a student. The nice thing about this is they have supervisors there. So, they have someone who's watching them and where they can get feedback from. The nice thing is a lot of people in the community can get free counseling services, and then the students are learning. So that's one resource. Another one is to do a Google search for your area. There are different social services agencies and different communities where they also offer either very low cost or free counseling. A lot of those services are provided through grants. Sometimes either the state, the county, or the city can give these agencies grant money to provide free counseling services for the community. So they have to use up this money. Now, from my experience, a lot of times you only have X amount of sessions that are for free. So it can be anything from 6 to 10 free sessions. So it's not unlimited, but it's definitely something. Another resource is openpathcollective.org. I'll put the link in the description, but it's openpathcollective.org. And what this is different therapists have pledged to give X amount of sessions for a very low cost. Some of them can range between $30 to $60 per session. So the nice thing about this, you're going to get a licensed therapist who is most likely in private practice, but they have set certain slots for clients to be seen at a lower price. So this way, it's a way for therapists to give back, and also it helps out people in need. Then another one is different telehealth services, such as etalktherapy.com, there's betterhelp.com, and talkspace.com. So these are just three of different websites out there and apps where you actually are connected with a therapist and can get, again, very low cost services compared to if you were to pay the full price. The nice thing about this with the telehealth services, obviously you can see someone from the comfort of your home. You don't have to commit yourself to seeing a therapist for weeks or months or sometimes even years. Sometimes you can use it as needed, and sometimes you can just see a couple sessions. Now there's different ones. Some of them you pay a monthly fee and then you can have unlimited access to a therapist. And some of them, the cost varies depending on how many minutes you use. And then another resource, it's not therapy per se, but it could definitely help out with your mental health, which is joining different groups. There's a lot of meetup groups through meetup.com or Facebook groups where you get to meet like-minded people and people that you have different things in common with. That could be so therapeutic. One of the things that really helps out with depression specifically is just socializing, creating a social circle and being around peers. That could be very therapeutic. So that's another resource that it's not straight up therapy, but it could definitely help you with symptoms. Another resource are actual support groups. So again, once things open back up and then they'll return these support groups, a lot of them could be free or very low cost. It could be $5, $10, $15, $20 to join these groups. Different groups could be grief groups, drug and alcohol counseling groups. There's different ones. So usually the best bet is maybe if there's a hospital near you, usually they have a list of these resources. Now, if you are working, see if your company offers EAP sessions or an employee assistance program where you can get up to 6 to 8, different depending on the company. I've seen 6 to 8 free sessions where they will cover every cost. And then after that, you can decide if you want to continue. Now, with that said as well, if you do have health insurance, but the co-pays or deductible are too high, see if your actual insurance also offers EAPs. I've seen that. I've had clients where they have health insurance, but their actual health insurance offers between 3 and 6 free sessions. If you are a religious person and you attend church or mosque or whatever you practice, see if your actual organization helps with that. Sometimes you can get pastoral counseling or some other form of counseling, maybe even called something different, where it could be very therapeutic for you. And lastly, I would say self-help books. Again, it's not the same, but you can learn a lot from books, websites, podcasts. Definitely try to flood your mind with different self-help information and educate yourself. And a lot of times I've learned so much from books, and they can be very helpful in your personal development. So again, I hope some of these resources help. Again, I definitely mental health is going to be such a big need. Already a big need, but there's going to be such a high demand for help, and unfortunately, it's going to be a lot less resources available. So don't let that stop you from getting help. If you know anyone else that can find this video helpful, please share it with them, and hopefully they can get resources and get help with their mental health. All right, thank you so much. Take care.